All right, welcome back to another lesson. Giving all glory and praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the leadership of great millstone, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops, teaching well, ruling well through the Spirit, and peace, mercy, and grace to the household of faith, the elect, beginning with the 144,000, the servants, the prophets. Shalom to the prophets, shalom to the rest of the one-third as well, the men, women, and children, that the Lord is going to have mercy on and show favor, in these upcoming last days. And, just speaking and keeping up with the spirit of, last days and the end times and, all of this great confusion we see going on out here, man. On the internet, you have something that caught my eye because, everybody know the hell that the tribe of Judah goes through with their women. Really, all tribes. It's been coming out that the Northern Kingdom tribe women be off the chain too. Even worse in some cases. Some testimonies say they worse. But as the scripture said that the curses would come upon our enemies, this is a prime example of the curse, and we're gonna go into it coming upon our enemies. The key enemy of the Israelite nation, falsely identified as blacks, African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans. Our chief oppressor, enemy, hater, enabler in here in the West has been the so-called white man, and to hear his own women, putting this out there on the internet on a platform like TikTok, where it's going to be shared by thousands, possibly trending. It was. I saw it on Twitter. This goes to show you that we at the end, and then the curses are befalling our enemies. So let's go ahead and play it.
Bye. We are talking specifically about white men. And I'm just going to say it. Fucking unapologetically going to say it. White men are the most dangerous species in the entire fucking world to women and to everyone else. So we can reframe, right? Men want to be like, not all men. It's always a white man that fucking says that, by the way. Not all men are like that. Okay, so let's reframe the question. Would you rather be trapped in the woods with a white man or...
So this is stemming from the topic of, it was a question that was asked that was trending. Would you rather be, women were asked, would you rather be trapped in the woods with a bear or with a man? And most of the women were saying a bear. I'd rather be trapped in the woods with a bear instead of a man, right? So she is saying, hey, actually, so-called white man is the most dangerous thing on the whole earth, which actually is the truth, because the scriptures told you that it talks about the red horse, and he was given a sword, and he would take peace from the earth. That's synonymous. That links up with the Edomites, and the Edomites have been a straight cancer to the earth. Everywhere they go, they rape, they rob, they pillage, they destroy, they bring disease with them. They bring death and decadence wherever they go. The United States was a paradise. The landmass of America was a paradise, man. The islands, America, this was a paradise at one point in time, and they straight ruined it, man. They straight destroyed it. They straight took peace from this place, And this woman who's a so-called white woman saying it, this is very evil speech. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that, because when you look at the curse, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna go to the curse. But Deuteronomy 30:7, it says, "And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, thy God, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." Right. So you go into the curses 2 chapters previous, and one of the curses, Deuteronomy 28:56, it says, "The tender and delicate women among you," right? Because the so-called white woman was a very tender and delicate woman. Like, these women can always get out of some shit, right? Put that cry on. They very, very, very savvy at, being manipulative and, getting public opinion and, just having the world on their side and portraying themselves as innocent. See, like the so-called black woman in general, her image isn't innocent at all. Like, people know in general the stereotypes. Okay, she's loud, she's ghetto, she's rude, she's a whore, she blah 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 blah. But that so-called white man, that white woman, man, that bitch can go anywhere and pull that shit off, man. Especially here in Babylon, man. She didn't do it. She was guilty. She was innocent, right? And at the end of the day, these are some of the most drug using, drug abusing. They slutty as well too. Like, you know what I mean? But their image is clean though. They a lot of times they can carry themselves well in public, but they ain't shit either. But again, it says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And we seeing that in the video, like her own nation, like this curse befell upon us because our women, you know, we're at odds with our women. There's a big problem which been going on, but now this is starting to befall our enemies. Like, and you ain't gonna see, and why I like what's so funny about this, you ain't gonna see the other nations' women doing this shit. The Indian woman ain't gonna, well, she might if she if she done drunk of that wine and became liberal, but most nations' women ain't gonna do this. But guess what? The so-called white man, his woman is doing this to him. And once one starts, it's gonna be more of them doing it. So we at the end. These people are getting hit with the curses, man. All right, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Right, and that evil goes into bad, injurious. This is to do injury or hurt. This is an injurious statement to be putting on the internet. Like, they wouldn't have did this shit decades ago, man. But the Lord is putting this on them to do that. All right, to stain his image, because just like he stained our image and set things up to where we will look foolish upon the world, guess what? The Lord is doing that to our enemies. He's bringing down the reputation of the Edomites. That's why so much coming out on their history. And like the Elder Maccabee, he be going in on that history, man. He be showing and proving, man. Like these people ain't who they've been saying they are. These are imposters. They the wicked of the Bible. They vile. They disgusting. They dirty. They nasty. All right. They ain't talented. They ain't gods. They ain't original. All they do is steal and kill and destroy and rob, man. And pretend and take on other people's identities and claim to be those people and name the lands after themselves. So, the Lord is really showing his power, man. He's showing his power by bringing down those who hated us and persecuted us, right? Which is real soon gonna lead to the ultimate to the end of them, to the destruction. Prophesy against Mount Seir, Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Mount Seir is the dwelling place, historical dwelling place of Esau, Edom. It says, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord. And when it's written that way, it's not talking about just prophesying against the dang on dwelling places. The dwelling place is synonymous with the people. All right. So, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. See, so the curses said that the Lord said he would cause these curses to come upon our enemies that hate us and persecute us. So we're reading here, they hated us and they persecuted us. They had a perpetual sword against us, shedding our blood, framing us, accusing us, making us look like the scum of the earth, even though a lot of our people ain't shit anyway. But it's Esau enabling, he's setting our people up to look like they ain't shit. And then he'll broadcast. He set it up to be broadcasted all over the news, So, and I thought that was very telling, man, because this wasn't going on. Like this is crazy. And I'm curious to know how many views. I know him on this Twitter account, Libs of TikTok, 8,000 likes, 1.5K. Oh, look, 1.1 million views. So this is trending. It's just trending. So this what's what I'm looking for? This idea, this statement, this speech of the so-called white man being the worst thing on the earth. This is reaching a lot of ears, man. And this is on Twitter. So how many more on TikTok, right? So and the Lord is about to get ready to judge these people, these Edomites, man. All right, these so-called white people are the Edomites of the Bible. They came back from the reincarnation of Cain, and the Lord is gonna get these people, man. So just to prove that, let's go to Genesis 4. I'm gonna close out. Genesis 4:15. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him." Because the Lord wanted to preserve Cain. Cain, he passed away. Then his spirit came back as the Edomites. All right, and that's why nobody has been able to take down the Edomites. I mean, the Haitians, they did a little something, but the Haitians been messed up ever since that. They've been unstable ever since that. 1804. All right, going to that word mark, which is awath, sign, signal, omen, token, ensign, miracle, miraculous sign. Yeah. So there's a mark on Cain, man. You can't take down these people because they've been preserved for the Most High to send his son back to take them down, man. So I pray it was edifying lesson. We'll go ahead and close down. On to the next one.